Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at and installing our eTrailer Class III Hitch for our 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. Our eTrailer hitch we have on here today has a really nice flat black finish, and I really like the way it kind of goes with this Crosstrek here with its flat kind of looking panels here on the back. To me, it looks a little bit better than what it would if it was in more of the gloss color. It kind of hides a little bit. This hitch is going to be a semi-exposed cross tube design. You're going to see the cross tube just a little bit, but it isn't really intrusive and stick out too much. Most of your hitch is going to be sticking out here in the bottom where your receiver is. This one is going to be rated at 525 pounds, and that is the weight pushing down on this portion of your hitch here. That's going to be for the weight for a cargo carrier if you have one on the back and everything that you have on it, or if you have a bike rack with quite a few bikes on it, that'll be the weight that can handle there. It is going to have a gross trailer weight rating of 3,500 pounds, and that's going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have on it. You are going to want to take a look in your manual and make sure that you don't exceed your maximum gross trailer weight rating for your vehicle, and always go with your lower number so that way you keep it safe. This hitch is going to have your loop style safety chain attachments points, and that is going to accept your S style safety chain loop or your clevis style. It is going to have a 5/8 pin opening, and that's going to accept all your 5/8 style pins. Now this hitch will not come with a pin, so you'll have to take a look at one here at etrailer.com and get one in with your order. Or you can also take a look at our locking style pins. Those are really nice if you're looking to have your accessories secured to your vehicle so they can't be taken off when you're not around. As far as our measurements go, from the top of our tube here to the ground, we are looking at right at about 14 inches there. With that number there, that's going to let you know if you need to have any rise in the shank of, say, your bike rack or your cargo carrier. That way you're not making any kind of contact with the ground and you have enough clearance. From the center of our pinhole out to the edge of our bumper, we're looking at right at about 2.5 inches. And with that number, that's going to be the number you're going to want to use to see if any of your folding attachments are going to make any kind of contact with the back of your vehicle. Installation of our eTrailer hitch is pretty straightforward. You just use a couple common tools. If you're interested in picking this one up and installing it yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, we're going to have 3 rubber plugs on each side of our frame in the rear here. So what we're going to do is just take a screwdriver, or you can grab them with your fingers and just pop those out. We're going to need to open up this hole just a little bit so we can fit this through. You can see that it's not quite there. And also we're going to have to be able to get our spacer plates through there as well. So I'm just going to use a burr bit and just widen this out a little bit until I have enough room to get the spacer plate and this through there. Back here by our front mounting hole, we're going to have a little bit of this sealant on here. What I'm going to do is trim some of this out so I can get this more flush. So when we get our hitch put in place, it's going to sit more flat. I'm just going to use a utility knife and just get some of that cut out of the way. Now with some of that sealant all trimmed out of the way, where I buzzed into this here, into the hole, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little paint and I'm just going to give it a little spritz on that, and that's going to keep it from rusting up. And we're going to do that on both sides. Do that on both sides and let it dry. Now we need to get our hardware in place, so we're going to take the fish wire from a kit and we're going to run right through our hole here in the rear to our access point. And just want to get it where the spring comes through. Take our spacer plate, run that up onto our fish wire, and then we'll follow that up with our carriage bolt. Just thread that up onto our fish wire. Now we can push our plate through, followed by our carriage bolt. Might have to jiggle it around a little bit We'll get that to drop through, and we'll leave our fish wire on for now. Now we'll do the reverse method for our mounting hole here in the front. We'll put our spacer block onto our wire and thread our carriage bolt into our fish wire. Run our carriage bolt up in and through, followed by our spacer block. Now we can let that pop through there, and we'll just leave those in place for right now. In our kit, we're going to have these 2 extra spacers, and these are going to go back here on this part of our hitch. So we're just going to take some clear tape and tape those in place, so when we put them up into our hardware, they will stay in place and not move around. Now that we have it in place, we'll just get our bolt hole opened up a little bit. Take a utility knife or a normal knife and just get the tape out of the center of it, and we'll do that on both sides. Now with an extra set of hands, we'll just get our hitch lifted into place. Now we'll just get our hardware put up finger tight, and once we have those in finger tight, we can come back through and snug them down. Now with our hardware all snugged down, we'll come back through with our torque wrench and we'll torque them down to the specified torque listed in our instruction manual. And that was a look at our eTrailer Class III Hitch for our 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. I'm Scott with eTrailer. Thanks for watching.